America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me.
Now, it may get bigger, it may get a little bigger, it may not get bigger at all. We'll see what happens. But regardless of what happens.
I was trying to skip over that. We're trying to speed up the intro and I messed it up.
In disguise.
Voted the #1 podcast to listen to under a fluffy blankie. It's the Middle of the Road podcast with TJ and Coach Casey.
We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Yes, that was me singing. It's 21, last temperature thermometer thingy I looked at. I'm Coach Casey. Behind me, that's Skin Man. I gave him an intro. Sitting across from me, he'll be back in a minute. And boy, do we have a story. You know, it started out, it's the reason why we're late. It's the reason why we waited to go live. It's the reason why he's not back. But before we get to that, I want to bring you to today's show sponsor, Facebook Marketplace. They've been running scams, also selling great, wares and, getting rid of kids' furniture and cars. Probably, bad things have been sold on there too. You don't want to bring up trafficking, drugs.
Buyer beware.
Coyotes doing their bit. It is a buyer's beware. No money back guarantee on Facebook. And tonight, TJ came out lucky because he texts me or calls me both on the way home. Can you meet me at 6:15 in the Quick Trip parking lot? I think I got the PT Cruiser sold. And I said, okay. And we should have done this. You'll notice I got the black light out, and that'll where we get to it. He just pulled in, so I'm kind of stalling right now. Well, wait a second. Skin Man?
Yeah.
How'd you hurt your hand? Sorry if you're listening.
That was...
A lot's happened in the last hour, okay? We went from up to down to up to down. And now we're going to get to Skin Man's hand in his week before.
Yeah. We went down to Random Dude Ranch again for the weekend. And, I'll get back to this. As old smiling
All right,
TJ
now we're switching
just
back.
walked in.
Do you want to do it now that you've checked them? You don't even want to test it on the light?
No, she told me, let me get plugged in here.
Well, we're talking about it. We haven't got very far. We did find out that what they say is true, that the pink light shines and you see the USA on it. Hold on, let's go kill.
What are we looking at?
Whoa, shit. Oh, shit.
Well, I talked to the lady at the dollar store. She said, I'm very good at spotting.
Well, good. Let's set the mood.
I see it.
Okay. We're going to play a game. Hold on. That's one of them. Don't do them all. Don't do them all.
She said, she told me that,
So if you're watching right now, you're watching with a little bit of backlight and a lot of black light. Don't stop it. You stop it right now. You made me sit in a fucking parking lot with you for an hour.
Okay.
I held up a show for you.
Okay.
You will wait.
All of our millions of fans.
All right. Well, there's 3 watching on Facebook, I think. Anyways, so
Where'd you find the black light so fast?
I knew I kind of remembered where it was, so when you left, we walked out.
Right to it.
I did walk right to it. I'm dickhead. Anyways, so TJ texts me, calls me. I meet him up there. I get there at 6:11 because I'm early for everything.
We were supposed to be there at 6:15.
The guy was going to be there at 6:15, and then it starts getting weird to me. First of all, he tells me his name. Jong Sung. Jai Sun.
Oh, he
Sung
said his
Jai.
name was Jason.
I know. I was telling you that on the way home, but you were already in freak out mode. So that's why I said there is a correlation.
I get it now.
So anyways, he's selling the PT Cruiser. We've talked about the car for a long time. It's gone. Well, now it's officially gone in a good way. But,
yeah.
So he meets us in the parking lot. He keeps us there. He shows up about 6:50. He's supposed to be there at 6:15.
Maybe we misunderstood 6:50 for 6.
Well, I didn't talk to him, so maybe you can't say we in this because
we're together.
No, we're not. Until 5:38 when you called me, I was not part of your. I didn't even know
I
you.
just called you at 5:15, but
until I called you back.
Well, I know.
So the deal goes down really quick. Guy pulls up because he knows we're kind of waiting on him.
I told him I said we need to hurry. My buddy doesn't want to wait no more.
Well, don't put it on me. It wasn't
but I
really
told
on me.
him.
You
I
were in
told
freak
him.
out mode.
told
I
him.
know. Well, now he thinks I'm an asshole, but that's okay. I am. So, anyways, we get the deal goes down real quick.
Cum stains all over
No bill of sale. No, nothing takes place. It's cash and a clean title changes hands. TJ even lets this dude keep his fucking tag, which blows my mind. I could see to get it home, but make a deal to get it back because you can get money back on it. One, maybe not much on a PT Cruiser, a 2003 PT Cruiser.
It was $70 for the year.
Oh, okay, so you would have got 25 back. I don't know when your year's up, but you could have got some money back.
Next month.
And you might have wanted that money back had this money been fake.
Yeah.
So he makes a deal. $3,500 is what he puts it for. He makes a deal for. We're not going to make. We have to because we're going to count
I did
him out.
$3,500 thinking I'd get you down to 3. And
Don't say that word on this show.
Oh. I don't think-
I'm just joking. Anyway, well, don't just because we're already canceled. Who cares? So he takes 3,000. The guy pulls up. They make the deal quick. TJ gets his stuff out of the car, leaves his K tag. He's so freaked out because he thinks I'm freaking out. At this point, we're already late for the show. Nothing matters. So I don't know why he's now in freak out mode, but he does.
I was worried the whole time. I kept
So
saying,
then
"I'm
we get
sorry."
out of the parking lot. Before we get to the bridge, which if you don't know if you've ever been to the show and been to the quick trip we live, it's less than 200 yards to this bridge to the turnpike. And this dude leaves the group and deletes his Facebook. You can't
No, I
find
don't know
him.
if he's deleted or not, but he left the group.
No, you couldn't find him.
He could have left it before we ever even made the deal. I
But
don't
you
know.
couldn't. No, you didn't because you wouldn't be talking back and forth.
Well, I mean, as soon as he got there, he might have. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it might have not been him. I don't know.
But they couldn't have corresponded back and forth. And then he just hands him a wad of cash. And then just so many things happen. We couldn't find him. We start thinking about it. And we get back and TJ goes into panic mode, thinking the money's fake. I didn't help it by telling him it seemed fake. So, all right.
This blue
Count
is
your
a
money real quick and
different
make sure it's
blue.
real. And let's get to the show.
You ever
TJ got sick. He left with my car, went to Quick Trip. My wife was already getting a marker to find if these are fake bills.
And the lady at the dollar store told me, as long as I can see him in the corner, it's good. And she also said the pins will still pass with the fake bills. She said because somehow they can do it with a $5 bill or something like that. So
Okay. Well, anyways, so you just found out so far we're almost through his money.
I did.
And he got real money.
dry heave over
Dude.
on the side of your.
Dude, he's over here, comes in, he's puking, he's panicking. And let's be honest, it's $3,000. I would have gave you that out of my sock drawer, dude.
I know, man. I'm not. I used to be a much more wealthier person, but not no more. So, well, I'm not done yet. I kind of like this. I felt like it was like a Joe Rogan type vibe ish.
I think you can still look and see. So
Yeah, but on the screen it looked like a Scooby-Doo episode.
yeah, there wasn't much you could see there. So, anyways, so that's why we're late.
Sorry, everybody.
This is
I want to say how much I appreciate Casey and Skinman both for.
This would be he finds one he doesn't get it on. He found it.
For
I was
putting up
hoping
with
at
me.
least one of them would be fake
And
out of
Skinman's
this.
gonna be giving me a ride home, so
All the way home,
All
if you
the-
know what I mean, ladies.
Well, Skinman has one rule: ass, gas, or grass. Nobody rides for free,
I'm
and
gonna grab some grass.
you don't
out
got
of,
grass or gas, so it looks like he's taking a piece of that ass.
Oh, just
so.
give me one of those fake hundos. We'll call it.
These are
even.
real hundos, bud.
So everything that was planned went out the window. I did just say the discoloration was off a little bit, but TJ had put me through hell tonight, so I figured I'd return a little bit.
This blue is
I figured it
different
would
than
be a
this
little
blue.
more fun. It wasn't as fun as I thought.
I
Those are green, if you want to know.
What about ones?
I don't think they have it in ones. I don't think they care if you fake a
One
one.
has just like a big giant cock on it.
Ones are getting ready to be faded out. It's going to be, I think, 20s and
What about
up.
a five?
No, I think minimum, you're going to buy a piece of gum, it's going to be $20. You might be able to get also.
It's got a blue one on it.
Oh, the 5 does. Yeah.
That's
I thought you were asking if a 5, what was the 5's going to go away. Ones will for sure. Maybe everything with money's and up.
so like we should get rid of all of our silvers pretty quick then.
And I've got over
How much?
1,000 ones saved up. I've got a shoebox just literally full of $1 bills. I don't know why.
What
but
about silvers? How much you got?
I don't do that as much. I probably got $150 or $200 in
You
silvers.
got silvers, Skin Man?
But I
Nope.
spent
No?
all my quarters to do my car washes because I
Yeah.
still do old school car wash.
I keep like a.
But,
I had
but
a
if I
jar
pay
by
for
the-
something and if I get any ones back, I will not spend a one. It
Oh,
goes
really?
into my one fund.
Do you want some of my ones to make up for tonight to go to?
You're
your
probably
party?
gonna have pay me some, but
Okay.
well, they already heard our Facebook. Our sponsor was Facebook Marketplace. Let's get to the real elephant in the room, and I'm still wearing their gear, and I'm gonna keep supporting them, and they're gonna do this every year, and they suck, and I don't care. I do care. Hold on, if there's hats missing off the set.
I mean, you rode that wave of the Michigan, man.
No, but I called it before last show.
You did.
I kind of felt this. They just weren't the team that. Anyways, they didn't. Something wasn't right. But it's the Cowboys.
Okay,
I'm gonna keep being a fan. I'm
You're
gonna
Jerry
keep.
Jones. What do you do first thing?
I fucking
No,
fire.
No, you are Jerry Jones. You're Casey Grundon, owner of the Dallas Cowboys, GM or whatever the fuck.
Well,
What's
yeah,
your
I
first move?
step away. I get rid of my son,
Okay,
and I hire a coach and a GM that
Okay,
run
so
football
you're-
operations.
so you're the owner of the Cowboys. What's the first thing you do? You fire the coach.
I don't know if I fire him. I don't know. I let him coach. I let a GM do the job of picking the players we're going to pick up, the trades we're going to do. They have done good in the draft lately.
Well, they've got badass players, man.
But we're going to lose most of them real quick, or our team's going to be an 800 or a 500 team anyway because we're going to overpay for Parsons and CD, and then we're not going to be able to pay anybody else.
Yeah, but I mean, they're bringing that kind of money, right? But you'd let them go?
I don't know at this point. What are they doing? I definitely let go of Dak or one. You got to let go one of the three because what are they bringing to the table? And I mean, it's 12 wins, and I'm fine. That's just what we are.
You're like the old Colts, man.
We're the regular season champs. We're fun, and then we get to the playoffs, and we just. Dak Prescott has and I don't even put this game on him. I honestly don't. Even the 2 interceptions, one of them wasn't his fault. The other one was, but that defense had him so far behind that.
I think it's here we go.
No.
What does he say?
Here we go.
Here we go. I
think
couldn't
it's
even imitate
here we
it.
go.
It's
But
weird. It's got like a long.
he's got a big voice, man. But he just is he's got mental issues or not. I don't want to say mental issues. He's crumbles under pressure type, and that's
he's won games that way too.
He has not. He hasn't
He's won
won any
games.
big games like that. And he's not the come from behind guy. He's a great when he's ahead. He is a good quarterback, and I'm not saying he's not, but he doesn't have that it.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. I mean, I'm not saying he can't win a Super Bowl, but the defense had to do what it did in all the other games, all those things. I mean, at this point, we're as good to go. Trey Lance. Why? What is the? I mean, I'm just saying, if the ultimate goal is a Super Bowl and we just keep going where we're going.
Well, isn't it always?
Oh yeah.
Especially when you're the Cowboys.
So we know with what we have, or I don't know. I mean, whatever. And I'm going to be a fan next year. I'm going to critique.
You're never not gonna be.
I want to quit them.
It's your
I
right.
wanted to burn all this stuff. I want to quit them. I can't quit them. They're ingrained in me. I've been they'd have to, if they cheated on me and beat me, I would go back. I feel like that's what this is.
Your PFA off.
This is what this is. This is an abusive relationship, but I'm going to keep going back.
You know what's funny is
until they truly, push me down the stairs.
I've got buddies all over the country, and I've got Texans buddies who are talking mad shit. And my buddy, shout out to Stephen McKay, is a huge Eagles fan.
Okay.
Sunday, fuck we them boys, Mark safe from the boys, blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Quiet today.
Today, I look at old Steven's Facebook, looking to see something. He's talking about Yellowstone in 1883, and I said, "Hey, Steven, where were you yesterday when we were talking all that shit about the Cowboys?"
Yeah.
And he's like, he just posted some like meme, like, "Oh, we got our ass kicked" or something. But he was real fucking quiet about it. No one else. I was hoping some of my other pipeline buddies would
jump in
on him, especially my buddy.
Yeah,
Eric
nobody.
Rouse.
That's why I said it was. But yeah, I understand as a Cowboys fan, and unfortunately, I'm not a bandwagon when I'm not. I've been a fan for 30.
I don't think you've ever been that I've known that you've ever bandwagoned on anything.
That's why I said the teams I'm through thick and thin. I mean, it's just like all the Chiefs fans around here or whoever your team
Most
is.
WSU fans, until when they got good, but
I'm just saying though. But like the Chiefs,
the Royals when.
But
they
the
won
Chiefs
Super Bowl.
were real quiet. Yeah, I mean, even like we were one. That would be the one exception. And I've been a Royals fan all of my life.
But I'm saying,
I got harder core. But yeah, there was a lot of jump on.
Yeah.
But I also say we went a lot more when they were winning and all that. But even in the 5-win seasons, I followed the Cowboys the same way. Watched every single game. And yes, the Super Bowl would have meant a lot more to me than a national title. But a national title still feels pretty good. And I'm going to lose my head coach, my quarterback, my running back, my wide receiver.
You're not losing your head coach. He's staying.
He put a clause in there that basically they have to pay him whether he gets NCAA violations or not. They can't fire him for him, and they're not going to do it. And he's got 5 NFL head coaching places that want him to come interview. He's already now they may not.
What would you rather be? College coach or NFL?
This day and age, I think I'd rather be college because you
Now you don't have to worry about.
Although I say that
recruiting.
the NIL runs it for me, which is why like Saban ultimately I think is done. Why some him I think it's because it finally put things on an even playing field, and it's still not even. You still got to be one of the top 25 schools or 30 that can pay.
Did you
kids? So, anyways, that's it with that.
Okay.
We do have our picks from last week.
Did you see one more thing? Did you see Goldberg's son's going to Colorado? He committed to Colorado.
I seen that. I read something on it. Oh, my picks are over here. Which I mean, I'm out already. I mean, so.
I don't even remember. I know me and Skin Man are in because we got Bills and the Niners in the Super Bowl, right? Isn't that who we have?
Both of you have the Bills and the Lions.
Oh,
so you're
we're
still
in.
both in though. So I need to pull up the schedule or
I got it.
For this weekend. I mean, I know all the games, but we'll so the Texans beat the Browns and stomped them pretty good. We'll move on after
Okay,
this.
so you want next week's
Chiefs beat the Dolphins handily.
26-7?
Bills beat the Steelers handily. I want next week's, so we
Okay, ready?
well, hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm doing the Eagles got beat by the Bucks last night. We just talked about that. The Cowboys got killed by the Packers. The score doesn't look like it, but the game really was if you watched it. And the Lions, which was the only good game of all of the ones played, 24-23. A lot of things could have happened. Lions got screwed on a call. Freaking Rams were getting screwed on calls. So
the Texans beat.
Stomped them.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Skin Man, did you see him
so
moving snow at the Bills game?
Me and and then all the crazies sliding down. Me and Skin Man are the only ones that got the Texans game right.
Ooh.
I got them all right.
He did?
Skin Man, Steve, and E got the Chiefs Dolphins game right. Me and you missed that one.
I said Dolphins.
You did. Me and you said Dolphins. We can go back to the tape. All of us
Check the tape.
all of us got the Bills game right.
Okay.
Bucks versus Eagles. Only me and TJ won that one. Everybody else went Eagles.
No, I went Bucks.
I'll have to go back and look.
It's right here.
He
All
has
right,
it written
well, I'll
down.
give it to you then. I can't argue you with it.
I mean, it's written down.
That's right. So Skin Man
He
got
could have
that.
just done it right now, but
Well, I
You
would.
see me writing.
I believe
that's
him.
true. I didn't see you
I
writing.
believe him.
I got clear vision.
Skin Man is the only one that picked the Packers over the Cowboys,
I do remember him doing that.
and I am the only one that picked the Rams over the Lions, and I was wrong.
I saw. Did you see that video of Jared Goff riding? He was like in an F-150, sitting passenger seat, riding through somewhere in Detroit. Everybody's like, "The fucking king of Detroit!" People are like dapping him up through the truck. He was on passenger seat.
What's funny is like McVay already comes out, which he won a Super Bowl because of the trade, so I can't say that it didn't work out. I mean, because I would trade.
I forgot they went to the Super Bowl before that. Completely forgot about that.
Before what?
That the Rams went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Patriots. I forgot all about that.
When?
Not too
Long ago.
With Jared Goff, they went to the Super Bowl with him.
Yeah, that
I
like his second year or whatever.
I just completely forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying. He got him that close.
Yeah.
They gave up on him.
Yeah.
Then Stafford got him there.
Yeah.
And then they kind of went back to and Stafford could never do it with the Lions, and Goff goes there. And I know it's not just Goff; it's the whole situation. So,
we were watching my wife.
what are our
goes,
games?
Who's that? He's handsome.
Goff?
No, Sean
Stafford?
McVay.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Man, I
she's like,
guess he's got
handsome.
that classic jaw.
Yeah. Texans Ravens. That would be Saturday, and the Ravens are favored by 7.5.
Okay.
Packers 49ers also Saturday. San Francisco
At
favored.
49ers.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They're favored by 8.5. Sunday, Bucks at the Lions. Detroit's favored by 6.5.
And I'll get everybody else's picks. I
Then-
messaged them later, but we'll get ours for now.
Sunday evening, Chiefs at Bills. Buffalo is favored by 3.
All right. we will count points when we get to the Super Bowl or when it's over. So we're going to pick, and I'll get E and Steve and oh crap, and I forgot I do have Stevie's picks. So I'll get he played along. So I'll go to I've got him written down in the house. I'm a stupid.
He's got to be a Packers fan.
He
right?
did. He picked that one. So he will be the other person that did pick that one right.
But that's got to be his team, right?
I don't know that he's necessarily a football game, and I do have some. So, anyways, I'll update his next week. But if you're listening, Stevie, I'm sorry, and if you're on Facebook and we're not watching, I'm also sorry. No, you're not. So, Sean's there. 8 to go. Go KU.
Oh fuck, KU's playing.
Well, 8 to 2. 8 to 2. Go
Oh.
KU.
Hey, Sean, are we going hunting tomorrow? You didn't respond.
I don't know if
to
he's
my
still
text.
listening. Anyways, Chiefs or Texans at Ravens.
12-6 KU. Who's going first? Me?
Yeah, fine.
Man.
I can go first.
Yeah, what do you got, Skimman?
Go skim in.
Ravens,
Okay.
49ers, Bucks, and Chiefs.
So you're not picking the Lions to go to the Super Bowl anymore, or the Bills?
Well, that was just a picture. Well, he's on a roll. He's feeling it. We're not going to change his thing now.
Okay.
We did say right before we started this that he still had both of his Super Bowl teams alive,
Not
and
no
he
more,
just
he
took
don't.
them out.
He just
But he got a
killed 'em
feeling off of this weekend. He
Hey.
knows, and we're not going to change it. And this is where the real points are.
You don't always win the NCAA tournament for picking the national champion. You get the upsets along the way. You know what I'm saying?
Who do you got? Here, I'll give mine real quick. I'm going Ravens over Texans, 49ers over Packers, Lions over Bucks, and Bills over Chiefs. I'm taking all the homes.
Okay. I'll just to be different, I'll go Texans, Packers, Lions, Bills.
Okay, you got to keep both. You're keeping your Super Bowl pick alive, so you can at least say you got that. And I will get Steve's, and I'll get E's and all them, and have them updated for next week. And I'll have Stevie V's updated, and I'll get his picks because he's not watching live because we went later, and he may be doing a show tonight. So
Oh, Steve Hernandez texted us, and he said, Raven, Niners, Lions, Bills.
okay, so he's going the same as me on that one. Those are the only one that I don't feel comfortable with, and I think will probably bite me is the Chiefs one. I think the Chiefs can probably pull that out, but the most people that have made fun of me so far for the Cowboys losing have been Chiefs fans, so now I'm going to go against them.
Or if you knew any Texans fans.
And so one guy said, have you seen the new meme? There's a hexagon, an octagon, and a star. Do you know what that is? Cowboys gone. Hexagon, octagon, Cowboys gone. I said, haha, you're gay.
There's a lot of rude shit. Like
I don't care.
Like, and
Dude,
it's-
I'm telling you, though, it
Nobody
doesn't
gets
matter if we
picked on.
lost this game or not. There's nobody there's literally,
Super Bowl or bust. That's it.
but there's no team in this world that gets more
Besides the
hate
Yankees.
and more love than the I don't see I haven't seen, go to a Yankees, show me a Yankees post.
Well, we're not around, and it's
I'm-
it's here though.
But I'm telling you, this is worldwide.
Yeah, I mean,
You go to Twitter, it has nothing to do with me.
the people
I don't
that
see
get
it.
the most hate are Yankees.
I think it's
Dallas,
Cowboys still
and
passes them.
Lakers. Yeah, Cowboys is probably number one. for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
I mean, they're the most expensive franchise in the world.
I think it's probably 2 or 3 football teams before it even goes to another team. But actually, I don't know that there's another. There's no
The
other.
Raiders
There's no other
And the
team.
Kings.
and the Kings.
There's no other.
Would that be Sacramento or hockey?
There's no other team that is, like I said, there's just no other team that you say it and somebody either says I love them or they hate them. There's no other team that you can
Team,
name.
no, but like sports person, the only thing
LeBron
closest would be
James.
LeBron James.
Yes.
People either fucking hate him or
Exactly.
they love him. Yeah,
And
It'd
he's
be-
the most famous and most popular
Yeah.
superstar in the world, so that's going to happen.
So the Cowboys are the LeBron James of sports.
Or LeBron James is the Cowboys of sports.
Either way,
Either
and
way.
I think he likes the Cowboys,
I think he wishes Washington, but yes, that's his team.
even though he's from Cleveland.
But yeah, they were never good growing up. So, Vivek came out and endorsed Trump today after he dropped out of the race. So is he going to be his?
Vivek?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I watched that today. I
Hondor Vivek.
just really like the way that guy talks. Like he reminds me of.
I could imagine you would. There's no other. I mean,
he talks like Obama talked, like when he first.
I
came
don't think
around.
that's true.
You don't think that's true?
I think. I guess if you want to say
I like the way he speaks.
yes, okay, etiquette he is, but he does it with this reverse hate speech that I knew you would love.
He's not even white. You can't do that, man.
I didn't
only
mean
white people
toward
can be hateful.
races. I don't mean hate speech doesn't. I didn't. I just mean he drives out the anger. He's trying to drive out the anger. He was trying to be the Indian Trump. I mean, literally, he was the Indian Trump. He did it at every rally.
I think he'll be the vice president.
I think probably at this point because it's either him or what's your boy that's on Twitter
DeSantis?
doing the Twitter news guy that was on Fox.
Oh,
Tucker.
You talking
Tucker
about,
Carlson. Tucker Tarlson.
What's our guy at the end of the show? Turn the frogs gay.
Yeah, no, it's
what's
not
his
going to
name?
be him. It's not going to be Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
It's
Wouldn't
going to
that
be
fucking
It's going to be
hilarious?
Tucker Tarlson.
Tucker Carlson.
Cucker Tarlson. I'm going to try to stick that in people's heads so when they
Yeah.
think it, they're going to say Cucker Tarlson.
Mm.
Anyways, the last thing I really have, because we're going to probably not go super long, and we'll get to some more stuff. He's got some news and all that. But the only thing I actually have on the list, actually, I got a story, but is, you know how scared of fucking poop I am?
Very, and there's dog shit right out here.
I know. I'm sorry. My wife needs to pick it up. And Amy, if you're listening, I would appreciate if you would.
I stepped right in it, and I ground it in the carpet in here in the
Thank
studio.
you.
I
I
don't
appreciate
even
it.
smell it.
No, you
Trying to
do.
help.
Dude,
Well, it's frozen.
yeah, you won't for a couple days. And once I'll let this freeze back up, should be fine. I'll rip the carpet out. We'll move on.
Okay.
It was freezing cold the other day, and the dogs wanted to come out with me, but then they followed me in the garage, and I went and sat in my little room, my wood shop, and worked
When
on
your dog shit in the garage?
Yeah. It's so cold.
What?
Because he didn't want to shit, so he shit in the garage.
Who?
It had to be Apollo.
Oh, you didn't catch it.
No. I didn't. So I go, we go inside, live our lives, and I come back out later, and I fucking smell it, and I look over, and I see it. And he shits like a human, so I
it's
know it's
big.
him. Yeah. So I know it's him.
He shit in your hibachi room?
No, he shit in the
Oh.
back garage.
Okay.
And you won't notice because we'll get to it. It still is not cleaned up.
What is Amy doing?
I know, and I've brought it up multiple times, but she said you didn't cover it up with like toilet paper or like because
Put a fucking rag over it?
yeah, I usually do something, and instead no, I fucking flipped a bucket over upside down on top.
That
of
works. Trapped it like a rat or a snake
Yeah,
or
so
something
it's
like
like
that.
it's fully contained. It's ready for somebody. I will clean it up, but I
No,
knew
you won't.
no. Eventually I will, but it was still at that stage where if I would have cleaned it up, it would have left like skid marks on my pavement, and I would have had to clean them. I think if I let it dry long enough, and I can just fucking chunk that thing into a bucket, and I'll probably flip that bucket over, take my shovel, scoop it in there, and move on.
The last I knew, when I knew you were picking up dog shit, we were talking on the phone. You
I was
were gagging.
puking.
You
I
were
was
acting like
puking
I
like-
was on the
Yeah,
side
I
of
was
your shed
puking
earlier.
like I just got a fake $3,000 bills from a fucking a dude
don't-
fucking in a random
I
fucking.
don't particularly like dog shit, and I don't like the smell of it, but
Oh, mine goes for. I mean, I don't like human shit, dog shit.
you even said you wouldn't spend 24 hours in the whatever we called that.
yeah,
What did
the,
we call it
the
last
shit
week?
shack's
The
what I'm
shit
gonna call it
shack
now. I don't know what we called it.
for a shot at
The
Aubrey
tube
Plaza.
of the tube
What
of
about
shit.
how much money? None. $1 billion.
Well, apparently after you tonight, I know you would do it for 3,000 for sure. I know you would do anything watching that,
Yeah.
bud.
No, for like a
What level of? Can we get to it now? We skirted around it. And you act. What level of 1 to 10? How fucking like close to crying were you?
not close to crying at all, but I was like
Serious,
I was pissed.
serious. Put the manhood aside.
No, not
Tuck your Republican in your pocket. None of your
not
friends
close
are
to
listening.
Crying. I was like
Okay,
fucking worried.
Now I'll give mine at the same time you give yours. On a level of 1 to 10, how close did you feel he was to crying? 1, 2, 3, 9.
9. I wasn't
And that
close-
was not planned.
No,
That was
saying,
not
I'm
planned.
saying on a level of 1 to 10, freak the fuck out. I was like,
You
oh,
were
man.
14 on that.
I was freaked out.
You had no color in your face.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
shaking.
You looked
I was
you
not
were.
shaking.
You
You
were.
look-
You
you
were
look
like
like-
trembling would almost be a better
I don't know if
word.
that would be the right
When
word.
you came back in is what I would call it.
That's because I just threw up.
Deer in
outside,
the
probably.
headlights.
That's because I just threw up.
All of those things.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else to talk about tonight other than
Yes,
that?
I did. So I had my.
Hold on. Before you go, we skipped over it because he came in and gave it back to you. Skin Man, what the fuck happened to your hand, buddy?
Oh,
He got
it's,
hurt again.
A little bit. Not bad.
It's not bad.
There was.
I thought that happened like a month ago. and
This
he
didn't
was just,
happen at work, right?
No, it was
Okay.
Saturday.
Okay.
At Random Dude Ranch. We went back down there over the weekend.
Again.
It was fantastic.
Are you moving in?
You like it down there, don't you?
Well, I keep leaving things down there,
Okay.
And
On
then-
purpose?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
Hey, wife,
Yeah,
we left some shit down there.
I'm
We gotta
just
go get it.
slowly moving in.
Yeah.
Did you go with the fam again, or you and the wife, or just you?
It's just me and the wife.
And she loves it because she's got Bex there to hang
But
out with.
it was a little warmer down there than it was here, but not by much.
Yeah.
And, all 3 dogs were inside the house. And
Did you guys do any outdoor activities?
fuck no, son. It was cold.
Did
You
you
guys-
guys didn't try the lake out to see if you can
No.
ice skate?
What board games did you play?
Zombicide.
I don't know
Heard
what
of it.
that is. Is that a board game on a computer, or is that an actual board game?
It's an actual board game with cards. I was going through the cards, and then one of the dogs, the pit bull mix, is laying there in between me and Sarah. And then here comes Ralph,
which is also how I masturbate.
and so
Is that
pit
really
bull
its
mix.
name? Ralph or
yeah,
just
Ralph. I
okay.
call him Ralph because he's a Great Pyrenees.
Okay.
He's
So it's like a giant fucking furry dog.
he's a little bit smaller than a Great Dane. But
Then
not by much.
why do you call him Ralph?
Imagine the
he's-
shits that dog takes.
Probably the same size
They're
as
the
Apollo.
Size as me.
Same
big
size
as
as, dude, I'm telling you,
No,
Apollo
The
shits.
same size as me.
Oh,
Yes.
Skimman says 190-pound shit is what he's
Yes.
saying.
What's that?
Skimman says
And I am
190
also
pound shit.
saying we'll go in after this show.
I
If
don't
you
wanna go
guys,
find
you guys
any
want to go right now and one at a time and look at it?
No, it's
and
fine.
then
How are we gonna
fucking-
record it?
Well, you will come back as 2 verifiers of the fact. I will get a picture and I will post it as the show title of this shit show. So
Yeah, that's what I call this.
So it's cold out. So all 3 dogs are in the house most of the day, and they're antsy. They're wanting to do something, and the
fuck is that? Seems like a ghost, man. Scary.
Great Pyrenees tries to jump up on the couch, and Piggy's not having it. So then they start getting into it, and I get my elbow under Piggy, which is the pit bull mix, and then I'm trying to go under Ralph's jaw, and I put my hand right in his mouth, and he bit me.
oh,
And then right after he bit me, he's like, "Oh, that's not who I was trying to bite."
Oh, so you said sorry.
did you punch him?
No,
What'd you do?
I went back to finding the cards that I was looking for.
Okay,
and
you were
then
pretty
my
drunk
wife
at this point.
says, Well, I was in Oklahoma, so yeah. I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
drink
legal
whiskey
there.
most of the
It's
day.
legal there.
Did you at least wash it?
Oh, I did.
Well, he's
after a
got
while.
whiskey. He said yes. He's got whiskey.
The whiskey washes it out of the.
Are you
out of
texting
the
your wife
blood,
about your
so
adventures?
Sean.
Okay.
And so my wife says, "You're bleeding," and it's like I don't have time to bleed. I'm finding cards to put up here in the game. I'm all about the game right now.
All right. Well,
I have an injury too. I don't know if you guys can see it from all the way over there, but
No.
it's pretty good.
yeah,
that
it
a
looks like a
paper
paper cut.
It was a surgical blade, but
It
it's cool.
sting real bad.
All right. So what you got,
Well,
buddy?
it only hurts when I breathe. So
What do you have that doesn't involve you getting ripped off for money?
I didn't get ripped off. So today I had my first
Giveaway
how do you wanna call
card.
it? First stepdad, fake dad, whatever you want to call it.
Boy interaction?
Yeah.
You haven't had none of those with the other one?
The other one doesn't do that. No one's taken her on a date yet. This kid came up. I said, Bristol, the one that's
You don't-
15.
Allegedly, that's her name. And
Yeah.
allegedly, that's her age.
She had her first date tonight.
Okay.
And the kid, I said, well, my wife said, if he's coming today, he's got to come to the door and meet TJ, and then you can go. So I see him pull up because I'm in my.
He may not be coming today, but he's coming tonight.
I was in my upstairs office. He pulls up in his truck. He gets out. He's wearing his leather jacket and everything. I was
Yeah,
like,
good
okay,
kid.
well, that's good. Good kid.
He's a Goddard kid.
No, he wasn't a Goddard kid. He was Mays South.
How did they meet?
Kids fucking meet each other at games. I asked Bristol that, and she said he came up to her and asked for her Snapchat. Like how we would have done, asked for the number.
Okay.
They asked for the Snapchat now.
All right.
So he came up and rang the doorbell, and we got rings. So I see him on there. I saw him from my office because
Yeah.
I could see out there, and he come up, and I was like, oh, yeah. Like, I was like, this is like,
What's the sport?
I think he plays soccer. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean,
So you're losing it now, and you're not as hard, but
No,
you're fairly
yeah,
still.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact
Leather
that
jacket.
he had his own truck, and it wasn't, you could tell it wasn't like a.
Fucking, he had the Trump fucking flag flying,
No.
so you were fucking like,
He
yeah,
didn't-
boy.
He didn't have like a fancy truck or anything like that.
Well,
so I
no.
could tell
What
that he
kind
like.
of gun rack did it have?
It was like I thought it was like a Mazda B2000 or whatever, like the Ranger version, but I
Mhm.
think it ended up being a Toyota.
Okay.
And it wasn't fancy or anything, so I knew that his parents either bought him something not nice or he earned it.
Yeah.
So
or
he
he's driving.
didn't have a gun range.
He's driving the other vehicle.
I couldn't see.
Yeah.
So he knocked on the door and he came in. Bristol answered it and he came in, and he was just right up, stuck his hand right out.
This was their first
Time. Yeah. First time
Really?
hanging out. Yeah.
Okay.
First.
And
date.
how old's he?
He's a sophomore.
So how 16?
He's old enough to drive, so I guess he's 16 or
And she's 15.
she's 15.
Okay.
So, anyways, he was real polite, good-looking kid.
Day date.
Yeah, they went to Top Golf, and he took her out to dinner.
It's a little chilly for
lunch.
Top Golf.
I don't. Yeah, they didn't last very long. Whatever it was.
I can't imagine.
I said, so you're gonna take Bristol out?
You were so mesmerized, you didn't even get tough with this guy.
Mesmerized.
Yeah, I've already can tell by you're talking how mesmerized you
No,
are
I
by
was-
him.
I
His
don't know,
good
it's-
looks, his letter
It was just-
jacket,
It was
his
just
his B2200.
I can tell you what, from other kids
His
that
tight
I've seen
jeans.
brought around from her sister, this was like a good kid.
Yeah.
Like I could tell. And I was like, yes. And he was polite.
Dude,
and
I always borrowed a letter jacket when I went and picked up chicks, and I had most of the time because they had the inside pocket, and you get a lunch of weed in there, man.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, he was a good kid. And I told Bristol, I said, if this kid's going to come here, he needs to come to the door.
Yeah.
He needs to pay for everything for you. I sent her $30.
Oh, don't do
just,
that.
Just in case he didn't.
Don't you? That's not how it works.
Yes, it does.
Why?
If a boy is going to take a girl out on a date,
Not
he needs
today.
bullshit.
No way. You're
Skin man, someone's taking your daughter out
you're
on a date. Are they paying for
you're
everything?
Good
demasculating.
luck. She tucks her thumb when she makes a fist. That's both of them.
I know, but do you expect the boy to pay for everything?
He may, but that's not how it is these days.
No.
I did the same to my son,
With-
and
With
He-
my girls,
Yeah.
I expect them to watch what the fuck they say.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
'Cause
anyways,
they don't
I-
take any shit.
I got to find out if I've got any change back. I said I want my change back, so we'll see.
Yeah, she should
Got
get to
a buck
party
05
on it.
sitting on the counter.
Yeah.
She should get
Usually with that one, she steals money, so I'm surprised if
Good
I'll
thing
have
they
anything.
still make nickels.
yeah, she should get to keep that for Funyuns and or fun dips and stuff at the
no,
games.
they fucking get us. They nickel and dime us to death.
Oh
You know
yeah,
how it is
tell
with
me about it.
kids.
Yeah, no, you don't got to tell me nothing. And I'm paying for college.
They're just like, hey, can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get that? And I'm like, can you get a job?
Yeah, Isaac doesn't really do that so much.
What kind of jobs can
But he's still got money. He gets like the
you pay for his gas?
yeah. That's
What
real.
what don't you pay for?
I don't know how much whatever my wife don't tell me about. I mean, he still
Yeah.
has money
But
left.
he's still pretty young.
But he has money left from graduation,
Mhm.
and,
And he's pretty
He
good with
banks it
money.
at Christmas, and well, he ain't gonna be now. He's out. Of course, him and his girlfriend out on a date tonight again, date 4, and they're at Goodwill shopping. She's got a company event tomorrow, and she wanted
Well,
something
that's
nice
good.
to wear.
That's good that she's shopping at Goodwill and
Yeah,
they're not
she's
like
that-
Von Mar.
yeah,
or
she's
something
like the
Yeah, but
hipster
it's
chick,
out
so-
in Rose Hill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's expensive stuff out there.
I heard my wife's one of her works friends says Newton's the fucking gold mine for Goodwill. That's like the spot, like the cherry spot.
I would say Derby probably is also on that level.
It's just what I heard.
Like,
Maybe
'cause
that
Amy and
it's
my-
not picked over so much, so it's like the honey hole.
Well, there was a former host of another show I was on, and he was the
Yeah, but he's more like the fucking back trash bin from.
no, but he knows the Goodwills. I mean, he would come in and tell us. And the day that he ended up over in Derby and came over, he said he was blown away because the J.C. Penney's he goes to doesn't have as nice clothes as it. You know,
Yeah, but
J.C.
maybe he's never been to the Newton one. I don't know. That's just
Well,
what I've heard.
well, he lived. I would.
Oh yeah, never mind. I don't. Maybe
I mean,
so.
I don't know if he has,
Yeah.
but if
I like
ever,
that.
if ever a storm passes, then maybe we'll do an interview, and that'll be a question we'll ask. That's something, you know.
Well,
I know.
you're hitting
I
a
know.
spot back there, bud.
I know. In sadder news, I think Gus Galasser has broken up with me.
Why?
Well, I reached out to him on email, told him I was going to be in. If you listen, Gus, just know you broke my heart. I was going to be in the Georgia
He
area.
leave you on red.
What?
He leave you on red.
No, I don't know. We don't have phone numbers, so I don't know.
but that's what the kids say.
Oh.
Like if someone reads
Well, I don't
your
know
message,
how often he checks his
he
emails, and
read
he
it?
I don't know.
Oh, is it email? I'm
yeah.
sorry. Okay.
And I could message him. We have another messaging way, but I thought I would do it like official and be like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna be in town."
I would hit him up through Instagram.
And I did say things like, not to creep you out. But
Totally not gay. I
yeah, this
promise.
isn't like gay related. I'm gonna be in town for work training.
And
I
I'm
may,
dying to see that butthole.
I may have a day or two where my nights are free.
I have hotel. You can come stay here.
No, I said I'd like to drive in the city and either do an interview with you while if you have any things planned,
Yeah.
where I can go out and do that, or even we could just jam and do a show, bro.
I've seen him posting stuff lately.
I know he's been active as shit, so
would
I'm just
just-
wondering why he didn't reach out, and it's fine.
Maybe he's not checking his email.
It's I want to believe that. I sent the email on January 11th, and it's only the 16th, so he's still got time to reply.
Well, and the thing is
He would not be the first guest that we've had that'll never talk to us again.
I don't. Who would be the other one?
Lee.
I think that's just how he is, and I bet you if I called Lee and he answered, he would.
And your other buddy that instead just started a new fucking podcast,
Yeah,
and
that was guaranteed.
Tyler,
that
you
was
know?
guaranteed.
see if we.
Now, I'm waiting for our invite on that show, but I don't think it'll.
Well,
ever
we'll
come.
get it.
I don't think it's gonna
because I
come.
said things about you and him making love, and he couldn't handle it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that one will come. I think we get Spade on here anytime. I talk to him every day.
I can't even get Eric back. Okay, we did get him.
We got him back.
All right. Well, I do.
We get Stevie V anytime.
No, I know.
We get the 10 for 10.
I'm working on
Right.
getting Steve from El Dorado in here. It's been a thing for a while. I have started the journey back to. I'm getting back in the mode. So I've reached out to some new guests. I've not a lot of feelers, not a lot of replies. A lot of. I think they think I'm also one of those Indian guys that wants to promote their podcast.
Yeah.
I do have quite a few podcasts that are willing to.
Man, I've been trying to fuck with them guys on there, and they won't even play. They're just like, nope. Thank you. Come again.
Yeah, I just.
Even like if I'm like, hey, like you take. What was the one I was?
Well, the one guy said he'd give us a week free, man.
Yeah, but one of the guys I
He
said.
just wanted our link and our password.
I said, what if?
And he's got $3,000 American to
I
give
said, do you
us.
support Palestine? What about? Would you promote Jewish podcasts? And he said, yeah, right on, bro. So
Yeah. I did get a weird email the day to my work email, support Palestine, and it was all kinds of bloody kids and stuff. And I'm like,
It's fucked up.
how did they?
I've been getting them. I don't know if you check our email very much.
No, I haven't
But
checked it in a year.
We got
only
one
when
from,
you send me. Only when you send me one to tell me to check it.
We got Hush. Some of these fucking names, man. He can promote us in Australia though.
Okay.
I've been following this guy on YouTube.
Well, we do
I'd
have
love to be on there. I'd love to have him.
We do have at least. Well, here on that note, Skin Man, you got your news up.
Sure.
Do one of the two that involve what he just said, okay? News.
As if we need another reason not to go to Australia. Largest male specimen of world's most venomous spider found in Australia.
Man, Chance would be all over that. He fucking
I
scares
know.
us.
I was gonna say, Chance, you want to go to Australia? I was debating how to do
That
this one.
motherfucker's probably as big as a goddamn basketball too.
It's a funnel web spider, and it's 3 inches leg to leg,
Oh, it's not very
around.
big.
So they was on the Deadly Dozens that's on the Netflix,
Oh yeah.
and it's,
Okay, so you're telling me a spider like this?
yeah,
Oh,
Fucking-
just to the legs.
the fangs
Uh-huh.
are 3/4 of an inch to an inch long.
Fuck that. You ever
Okay,
seen that
so
spider
it's the
on
size
the
of my-
Ewoks movie?
So
That's
imagine,
what it's like.
and I know you've had this one close to you, not like that close, but imagine my pee sharper and right freaking gonna bite you.
Mm-mm.
You know?
I've seen
so it
tarantulas
gets
I know it
in
looks-
Mexico before.
Okay.
It gets worse because when it's mating
Spits.
season, they'll leave their nest and go out and find other, dark, warm places that are in the dark,
Like your
Like
like your
butthole.
laundry.
Mm-hmm.
And you go and then you try and move it. Once they bite, you have to physically remove them.
Ouchie.
And once they're physically removed, there's no guarantee that they're not going to bite the other hand or leg or elbow or whatever. is
Well,
closest.
would you do it like a tick? Would you burn it off of you, or
Why are
like
they so rude? Like,
stab
what's
it
their
off
issue?
of you?
I would use a torch.
It's a goddamn Australian spider. What do you mean?
I mean, why they got to go around? I mean, what is he getting from biting you?
Your blood, your
didn't say
anti-venom?
nothing
I
about
don't
that.
know.
Well, it was wrong place at wrong time.
Yeah.
You're just trying to
That
do
could just-
laundry,
It's like that fucking dog.
and then you're attacked by a spider. But
So
in
you-
this case, it was given to the.
I would just much rather be bit by that fucking spider than any snake.
It was given to the
I don't know about
zoo
any.
to make
I'm just so
antivenom.
fucking scared of snakes. To a zoo?
Yeah.
What the fuck do they want with that thing? What are they going to put it in a little piece of glass and say this is the spider that bites?
This is the.
I'm sorry, the Australian Reptile Park.
Oh yeah, they'll take
They're
anything.
gonna feed it to fucking mongooses and shit.
They go kill mongooses.
Or what's that fucking Komodo dragons? Australia's a fucked up place, man. It's like beautiful,
Well,
but goddamn.
You're right.
Everything that's
Hold on.
all the wildlife tries to kill you.
Let's
Yeah.
I know you. There's more to this, but let's continue and go to the next one about on this topic. News.
Record is paused.
No, there's
for
a,
now.
the other story. I mean, you can do that one.
Oh, more evidence proves kangaroos are a-holes.
Facts.
Escaped kangaroo captured after punching a Canadian officer.
What was he doing wrong that the officer was up on his ass?
I want to know. Yeah,
He
well,
escaped from the
Jaywalking?
what color was this kangaroo?
It's brown.
Light brown?
Mm-hmm. Listen here, brother. I just want to talk to you. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, but this is in Australia. They got everybody there. Is that a new wig?
No, I think it's the same wig it's been on. It's just not a hat on it. That's your wig you wore.
Oh, fuck. That's my fucking
Steve Irwin wig.
Steve
yeah.
Irwin wig.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But the
Here, I'll show you guys what he's talking about.
they said you're supposed to grab the kangaroo by the tail,
By the tail? Isn't the tail like how they fucking bounce off and shit?
and they had
Bucket Casey.
so the kangaroo jumps over all the zookeepers and takes the fuck off.
Got out of there, huh?
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good look for
And
you.
it punched one of the officers in the face during the capture.
So what do you think they did with that thing? You think they put it back in the zoo?
You think they
killed
Rodney
it?
King did, or
Yeah.
you think? Do you get like? Can they charge? You know, like because you can be charged with an animal crime. Could you charge an animal with
I
like
think you're-
assaulting an officer, or how
Oh,
would that
like
work?
he get charges on him?
Yeah.
If it's self-defense, could you make cannolis out of it?
Can you make cannolis out of a kangaroo?
I thought cannolis is like creamy.
And I didn't think they have nothing to do with meat.
Well, you could mash it down into like a pate and then, roll it in a crescent roll.
Okay, I agree. I mean, I won't disagree.
I just don't. Yeah, I mean,
It
like,
seems
what's
strange.
their fucking problem?
I don't know. They're like the pit bulls. I mean, and I don't even want to put that because they're way
Like, when
bigger
you ever-
assholes than pit bulls.
When you ever seen a kangaroo just let somebody fucking pet on it? They're just pissed off all the time.
And
I
I don't know
like,
if it's their. I don't know
what's-
if it's their upbringing. I don't know what Australia.
Like they don't have dads and
Well,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
I don't know what Australia did to kangaroos in the past history. If they were like were they?
I mean, they fucking square up with dogs and shit.
What I'm saying, were they bred that way? Were they bred to like fight and
Fight?
stuff? Were
Like
they grown
maybe-
up? Like they thought it was funny back when this was Prison Island to.
Like make the kangaroos mean.
Oh
and then
yeah,
have
they
'em-
just fucking fight, and then they're
Or
having
maybe the-
babies, and that's all they know.
Or the prisoners taught them how to be mean. Like they're like, you want to get in on our gang, and they.
Well, maybe
jump.
back in the day they treated prisoners and kangaroos the same, so they'd put kangaroos in prison, and they learned, they were badass there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. Besides,
You just don't see any fucking good, and I want to search it. I want to be that guy that says, "Hey, there's a good kangaroo video." Kangaroo brings candy to a baby,
You
or
just don't want to be like.
no,
you
it's
know-
kangaroo punches baby and takes his fucking candy.
Yeah, it's
kangaroos
You don't want to be like there's
are
kangaroos
assholes.
make up 13% of Australia and commit 80% of the crimes.
Oh, for sure.
You
I
know?
know where you're skewing that fact, and I get it,
I'm
but
just saying.
and a lot of that's just because kangaroos are targeted for this. But in this situation, you're right.
I am, yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, it's
kangaroos-
you could apply that to something
Kangaroo-
else and it'd be right too.
No, it's not. And I know that's why you assumed your 3,000 was not real tonight, and we talked about this. And
yeah,
I wanted to give him benefit of the doubt. You automatically
I did
jump.
too, and I was like, he was a nice guy, and you were like, oh no, he's 13%, man.
No, I did not. I just said,
you-
what
what
if
is
a
the fir-
crime is committed with that car later? And I had nothing to do with the ethnicity.
Okay.
You got in my car and you said, you sold me a car? And you said Jong Woo is coming to Song Jae,
Jason.
but it was Song Jae, and then we turn around, it's Jai Sun.
That's what I said. That I thought. Yeah, but I'm.
But you were saying
dyslexic.
Son Jai.
Yeah, but I'm dyslexic.
Okay. But you were saying Son Jai, so we assumed it was an Asian gentleman.
Yeah.
They pull up. Let's recap the story now. We're all calm down,
We
okay?
gotta go back into it.
They pull up. Dude
Yeah.
opens the door. He's 25 minutes late. He jumps out.
More than that, yeah.
his guy that is, they're 40 minutes late. The guy that is supposed to, if this deal
caught a
doesn't
ride.
go down, that's going to give him a ride. If
Yeah, I
not,
don't
he's
know how he was going to get back out of there.
exactly drive straight off. And where do they? They drive around the back. They
Yeah, who
leave.
knows?
They
Yeah.
get out of here. They're gone. And maybe they were parked somewhere waiting.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I didn't even tell you when this goes down, we leave. We make our little joke. We leave the parking lot. There's no way he should have been able to get through the light and beat us. That motherfucker was already through as we were turning right out of
He
the
must
parking
got
lot.
Caught the light, right?
The dude was already turning, going the other way. I'm like, this guy's hauling ass. The next statement you say is why then I started assuming the money could be fake. Was, man, that's weird. He just left our group. Weird.
Yeah.
I can't even look at his profile now.
Yeah.
Well, let me search him. I can't find him on here. And then also there was a guy named Song Jai,
But I think I was looking it up wrong. So
but it was still JYISU,
J-I.
but then SUN.
Yeah.
So it was Jai's son, and that made sense when we left. But I kept saying that, and you didn't get it because you went
Yeah.
into instant panic mode on the
Yeah.
way back. And I just said that seems strange. But I even then said, dude, you got the cash. If it was a card, I don't think he would have negotiated the deal.
Yeah, no.
I was trying to do the things to ease you, but then you wouldn't ease up. So then I
And
have
then-
one option. You had messed up my night. I have one option,
Mm-hmm.
and that's to see if I can make you puke.
Well, you got it. Good for you.
I'm not high five. That's rude as shit.
No.
God damn it. I
I-
thought you were
I-
laughing about it when he was
Now,
gone.
If I had the chance to do something like that to you, I would do it too.
Yes.
yeah, and
That's
that's
a
why we're
friendship.
friends.
That's
Yeah.
a friendship.
That's why we're friends.
And I would expect you to. And if you wouldn't, then I don't want to be your
yeah,
friend.
that's why we're friends, buddy.
Thank you. So it all works out.
I mean, you got to take that shot when you got the chance.
but I really didn't even take the shot.
You knew I was right there, and you just gave me that.
I
little
kept
touch.
poking, and
It's
then I would
like-
turn back, and
It's
then
like
I would.
the guy that you know is getting ready to jump off a cliff.
But
You're
at
like,
that point, well, here's the thing. There was nothing.
Go for
I
the
could have
bushes,
came
bud.
outside. I could have came outside with evidence, with a pen, and with everything. There was nothing that you not leaving this house and getting yourself under fucking calmness away from me was gonna fix. Because I came back out with money, told you it was right. You said, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And then I went to, well, maybe there's some coloration different.
yeah, that's what did it.
I know, but after I had told you it was right, you wanted me to tell you it was wrong. I
Nah,
I
don't
did
know.
what you wanted,
Yeah, well,
and you're welcome.
I'm saying we're friends. That's why.
I
So-
know, and I knew where the black light was the whole time
where was it though? Like in your
in my garage.
okay.
I-
In your fucking hibachi room.
Yeah.
It was, but
Yeah.
it was hanging in the bocce room, so I had taken it down. And so it took me once you were gone. It took a lot had happened to me today too. We didn't even get to me, and that's fine, and because all mine's just stupid shit. None of mine involves getting ripped off for $3,000.
I didn't get ripped off, but that's okay.
Possibly getting ripped off for $3,000.
It's cool.
It's cool. He says he's better now. I wish we would have did the show with you in panic.
I know. I'm
mode.
glad we didn't. Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome. Thanks for tuning in. We still went almost an hour. You want to do another story? You got anything else? What do you want to talk about? I feel like you didn't get enough. You waited the longest. I mean,
I got a story about my hand, the dog fight, Random Dude Ranch. I'm
So
good.
how long does it take you to get there?
3 hours.
3 hours. Did you drive by the taco shop this time?
No.
So is that gone?
It's still there. I don't know. I want to know. The only thing I want to know if
Oh, it's for sale.
yeah.
Did you ask him about it? Like, it's not running or anything?
No, it's been closed for a while.
Okay.
No. But the biggest thing I want to worry about is the last story I heard is Gump was going to live in the parking lots protected in an Airstream. And if he was in an Airstream through the weather that we just had with the space heater,
He'd be fine.
Yeah,
okay.
I believe it.
All right. And whatever. It's better than being homeless. So,
You know, we were talking about like that one room in our house that's cold as fuck.
uh-huh.
Today, I mean, obviously it's been cold as shit, and I was like, God damn, what's the fucking deal? I start feeling around the window, and I feel air blowing in. It was like that much cracked.
Oh,
But
well,
it's
that'll
still,
do it.
I mean, it's still cold. Yeah, I even shut it.
Yeah,
just
but
a
that'll
glass.
definitely drop it a
that'll-
degree or two, though.
That doesn't help. So
All right. Well, the only other thing that I had, he had a story that we'll get to it next time. I did have. Did you hear that kid beat Tetris finally?
Tetris?
Yeah, Tetris.
That's never been beat?
It's never been beat,
Bullshit.
and they still didn't technically because even when you beat it, you basically overload it because it cannot produce another level.
So it's just like infinity?
Well, technically, but a 13-year-old, and I actually titled this one, I bet he gets laid a lot. A 13-year-old gasps, I can't feel my fingers. I can't feel my hands going
I'm going out in 42-minute YouTube video chart. I don't know how long it took him. He crashed at 157
Levels?
Yes.
And that took 42 minutes?
Well, I think the post was sped up.
When's the last time you played Tetris?
I play a fake version of it on my phone about once every 4 months.
Okay.
I don't remember what it's called, block world or something, but it's identical.
Yeah.
I was trying to peruse this. Just 38 minutes to cause the game to crash, which has never been done by a human. So yeah, apparently 38 minutes he was able to get to the level and crash it, something that took us all 50 years, because it's apparently a points, to get past every level.
I don't think I was ever that good at Tetris to even.
Oh no, I mean
I
think my highest level that was 25, 22, something
Yeah.
like that. What's a game as a kid that you tried to play and couldn't beat?
All of them.
I probably had I know that I've done it a lot, and this is like before, like on Nintendo would be like the Ninja Turtle game, which is my favorite. Like
You've never beat it?
I have since now
Yeah.
that I can do like
Cheats.
Infinity Lights and shit. Like me and my cousin Derek would play it all the time, and cousin Claw. But I was always the one that would go in and use like the super strike or whatever and take your lives down, and I was always like the offensive line, the guy blocking while they would do all that. So I never would make it, but those guys would make it pretty far, but on my own, never.
Yeah, mine was Contra, and I remember when we finally did beat that, it was like
On a game or on arcade?
on a game. It was on probably Super Nintendo, I'm pretty sure. It wasn't regular. It would have been Super Nintendo. But I remember we made it to this final boss, and I'll bet, it was almost an entire summer.
They have it at the arcade place.
Of going and turning it on from that level. And there'd even be times, because we got to where we
You
could
do that on Super Nintendo?
Yeah, it'd
Okay.
start you back over where you were.
Oh, nice.
But you could also, I think on this we could. I just remember, but we got to the point where we could then it took us months to even be able to get to it. Then we got to where we could do it in an hour or two. So you'd reset and be like, maybe there's something we missed, some weapon or something along the way, and you'd play it again. And then and I just remember when we finally fucking beat it, it's like 2:00 in the morning. We're at the neighbor's house, and I don't know, other than, when the Chiefs won their first celebration, if there was a bigger celebration heard in Kansas, we were hitting the streets, we were streaking, we were whatever. So,
can we end the show with a joke I have?
yeah,
This is the only joke I have.
yeah, it's your show.
And it's not my show.
We were late. I'm just saying that this show is yours because we were
know.
late because
Yeah, I
you.
know. It's all my fault. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, this isn't directed towards anybody, any race, any creed, or anything. What's the difference between a donkey and an ass?
I don't know.
I wasn't in your mom's donkey last night.
Well, you just directed at me. It would have been better now.
Because your mom's a nice lady, and she wouldn't be into that.
Did you get the joke, Skin Man?
Yeah.
He was saying that he was in some dude's mom's butt last night.
Yeah. And how do we know that that's not the truth?
That's true. Well,
It's just a joke.
that's true. Hopefully the girls aren't listening.
My jokes aren't as funny when you guys don't laugh at them, so it's like...
Well, but you got to direct it at me. I'm sorry. I'm not.
I don't like to...
Do it again. Let's try it again.
No, because I feel like it's always like a mom joke, and then you think it's about you, so I don't like...
But usually you do direct it at me, and I think that's fine.
Well, because I'm telling you the
when
joke.
he says your mom, he's not meeting your mom.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I don't really
It's
actually.
like last week when I said whatever mom joke I said, you know.
I didn't truly
About
get
running
offended.
like in the 1800s, we didn't run a train on your mom. We ran a wagon on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Obviously your
doesn't
mom
hurt my
wasn't alive then.
feelings. No.
Yeah.
And
So,
she, that would be fine if she did.
yeah, I'm just...
She's an independent woman, and I'm fine with that. And if she's sexy enough to have you and your friends run a wagon
I
on
don't
her,
really have very many friends, so...
it's true. You had one guy that hung out in a parking lot with you and
Yeah.
then maybe panicked you. And so,
Mhm.
all right, thanks for listening. Next show will be a regular show. We'll have stuff to talk about. It won't be TJ possibly getting
How's
ripped off
everybody
for.
doing on their weight real quick? Skin Man, have you weighed yourself at
Oh,
all?
not since I've been here.
Okay. Casey, you think you're up. And I think
I'm
down
technically about a pound down this
okay.
morning.
I think I'm probably about 5, so...
Yeah, I had lost. I was down on Thursday to 187, and my weigh in. So
What are you weighing in at? Like, what are you wearing? Like,
just like usually what pants and
Yeah.
something. Maybe in the morning, but I haven't really been doing it very often either. I've only done it 3 times since the show.
I was gonna send you a picture of my like straight down with like my wiener so you could see it.
You do that every time you send it.
Okay.
I don't know why you would think that's
I was
any
gonna let
different.
Skin Man
You
see
mean like actually exposed, not
Yeah,
just
like,
the bulge.
Just my wiener.
Whatever. Yeah, Skin Man definitely looks thinner. He looks like he looks healthy, you know.
Just think if you guys like come in at the end and you need like half a pound or whatever, and you shave your beards and get you there.
I almost thought about that. It was such a weird day that was one of
Not
the
worth it.
Not worth it, Skin Man. I did see an Ultimate Fighter. A dude shaved his head. He had like dreads.
Yeah.
And Michael, what's his name? Chandler.
Uh-huh.
Cut your hair. And the dude was like, okay.
Did he make weight?
Yeah, and then he lost the fight. And it was like, fuck, man. Like, he'd probably been, who knows how long.
That's
A
good.
year
They
or
were
2
they
years?
were gross.
Yeah, but
it was
still,
time.
it sucks,
It was
but-
time.
Yeah.
That was gross. Not even me. It was just my beard's not doing stuff I like right now.
I was thinking that
So-
your beard actually looked pretty good when we were sitting in the car, but
So, well, I know. Well, because I got a beard. I get it.
I have a beard too. It's just
Where?
right
Where do you
here.
keep it? I'm just playing. You got a good beard.
Yeah, I don't
You got a little. My gray's catching up with you. So,
Well,
anyways,
I had colored my today.
I tried to kill the show at 52 after. Let's just
Okay.
kill this show,
Okay.
and we'll bring it back another time, and it'll be better.
Okay.
You just made the list. It's time. You can call me Officer T.J. Hooker. Sheriff Officer T.J. Hooker.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs friggin' frogs.